repeat. Never mind. This is the heaviest song you will ever fucking hear. The heaviest song we have ever written.
Metalheads. Who are they? What do they look like? What exactly makes a metalhead just that? A metalhead. Metal music has existed for a long time, so it's often measured that it started somewhere in the early 80s, but it even existed before that. In this documentary we will go through what the culture is, where it originates from, and what the culture looks like today. We will talk about the development of the culture and the music and go into some of the genres that are metal, and also talk a little bit about how to divide the genres. We will also interview Lucas Shutdown, who formed the group Slamy Vocals, and see what he has to say about the metal scene today. Nu metal is the genre most people think of when you hear the word metal. The genre doesn't have any specific direction, and pretty much anything can be classified as nu metal. Especially if it's a more popular band such as Slipknot or Linkin Park, which I think most people have at least heard of at some point in their lives. What nu metal is about as a whole is that it's a mix with heavy metal and another genre, and that is what defines if it's nu metal or not. This is one of the more popular metal genres, but it's also one of the more difficult to define, as there is nothing specific that keeps the culture the same, while other genres often wear specific clothes or share the same taste in music, while it becomes way more difficult to define nu metal. Death metal, a subgenre of heavy metal, which features distorted low-pitched guitars, thunderous percussion, accelerated tempos and guttural vocals. It's not unusual for the lyrics to be about murder, dissections, death or religion. If you can hear the lyrics at all, of course. Death metal was founded by the band Death, which was founded by Chuck Schuldiner in 1983. Previously they were called Mantis. At the same time they took inspiration from the thrash band Slayer, and now formed a completely new genre. Just like many other metal cultures, there is a certain style of clothing. Especially in death metal you often wear black pants, a band t-shirt and a leather jacket, where a hoodie is more common in the 21st century. The death metal culture is actually often seen as the kindest culture in metal, as the culture is nice to each other and respects each other, apart from unfortunately all other metal genres. Some of the biggest death metal bands are of course Death, Cannibal Corpse and Gojira. Gojira recently performed one of their songs as an intro to the Olympic Games in France, and were quickly recognized by the audience as they displayed a severed head to symbolize Marie Antoinette. Deathcore is a music genre combined with death metal and metalcore/alternative punk, or both. They are easily recognizable because of their fast tempos and blast beats. The deathcore culture is often open to other music genres, and they often listen to metalcore or death metal. The style of clothing within deathcore is often black jeans, a black shirt, or more modernly a hoodie, and a lot of jewelry of course. Famous deathcore bands include Die Artist Murder, Whitechapel, Lorna Shore, Slaughter to Prevail, and Chelsea Green. Black metal, an extreme subgenre of heavy metal. Black metal is known for having fast tempos, screaming vocal style, distorted guitars, raw recording, and unconventional vocal structures. The genre originates in Norway, and black metal in Norway is often called true Norwegian black metal, and is often linked to Satanism. Well-known black metal bands are, for example, Mayhem, Burzum, Bathory, Immortal, and Venom. Black metal was inspired by Venom's album Black Metal and led to the creation of a new genre.
You think your soul is nice, you lived in paradise, so now you take the stand, you want to hold your master's hand.
Within black metal, it's common to wear goth-inspired clothes, all black and so-called corpse paint, which means painting the face completely white with completely black paint around the eyes and mouth to visualize a corpse. During the late 80s, there were many churches in Norway that were burnt by black metal bands to symbolize their Satanism and to use it as images for their albums. Some bands that did this are, among others, Mayhem and Burzum, who often burn churches together. DSBM, or Depressive Suicidal Black Metal, is an alternative genre to black metal that often has a slower tempo and more distorted sounds and even more raw recordings. In the genre, the lyrics are often about big social issues, death, suicide, or general problems in the country. Most DSBM groups originate from Sweden, with bands such as Lifelover, Apathy, and Hypothermia. The culture is the same as regular black metal.
Hi, I'm Lucas. I'm the vocalist from Slamy Vocals, and I'm almost 30 years old, and I live in Germany. Slamy Vocals is an online band, sadly, because my rhythm guitarist Mark lives in Hungary. My two lead guitarists, Ben and Lucas, live in North Germany, and Ben lives nearby me. And Christoph, the drummer, lives in the east from Germany, so it's too much space to get live. We're doing deathcore. We don't have a subgenre in deathcore. I would say we're doing experimental deathcore because we don't drive one line. We do what we want, like black metal, death metal, grind, and all the stuff, but always with deathcore. My father got me metal music, and because he was listening so much to German hard rock with the Onkels, Rammstein, etc. And when I was 11 years old, I heard my first deathcore band. We butter the bread with butter, and since I'm 11, I'm doing vocals, so it's almost 19 years. It's because of the band We Butter the Bread with Butter. How we start the band Slamy Vocals, I had my first band, it was a live band, and we divorced. And 6 months later I saw on YouTube Mark, my rhythm guitarist, doing some instrumentals, and I texted him because of making music, and he agreed, and so we started 2019 Slamy Vocals. What the best part of making music is that I can say what I want, say what I feel, like politically, and also my emotions. I can tell the people about it. So my plans for the future is making music, getting again a live band, and making Slamy Vocals and my live band, because always music is making fun and it should never stop. I mean, we're a little band, we don't have much listeners, but we do it for us and for the people who are supporting us. And if you want to hear anything about us, so you can go to Spotify, Deezer, iTunes, etc. and search for Slamy Vocals, and then you can hear our music. And if you wonder how it sounds doing metal vocals, it's like that are typically deathcore vocals. So I hope you all had a great time, and maybe you get a chance to hear us. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching this documentary, and we truly hope that you've learned something new today. And look out for more documentaries in the future. If you have any suggestions regarding future documentaries, please make sure to leave a comment in the comment section. And like Shutdown said, bye.